Hey, it's really late and it's kind of cold in here, so it seems like a good time to talk about love. Ran across a Dill did a video. Dill Dominique, she's back again, and it's on that love video thing. There are a few people, Amazing Atheist, others have done a video on Cody's video, response to Cody, and a few people asked me in PMs. They said I should do a video, and I said, well, fuck that. But I've decided what the hell. And so here's the video. I have glasses on, you see. Love glasses. Can you see? Can you see the little picture of love? That's a little crotch shot there, but you can't see it too well. But anyway, it makes me look more sensitive, I think, wearing glasses. Makes me sensitive. So anyway, the word love, it just doesn't mean anything, really. I mean, it's a stupid word we use. I mean, there's passion, and then there's whatever, relationships, dependencies, concern. We have this capacity to care about each other. That happens. You interact with people. There's something about them that you like, and you create you become dependent in a way, and you become concerned with them and all that kind of stuff. And then people attempt to have these relationships, that last over years and years and years, and they attempt to maintain these things, passion and all that relationship stuff and all the crap and whatever. And some people get away with it, but they're just lucky. I mean, there's no real point in asking the lottery winners, how'd you win the lottery? Because you have to really get lucky. It's just about getting lucky, isn't it? Come on. I mean, you play the field, so to speak, and the whole time you're playing the field, you're saying to yourself, well, is this the one? Is this the best I can do? Is this? Should I stop here? Should I be grateful to get this far and go no further, or shall I roll the dice some more? It really does suck. And it's so hard to get into relationships that aren't, that triangle thing doesn't happen. I love them more than they love me, and and they love somebody else, or else you're in a relationship and somebody loves you too much, but you love somebody else, or you want somebody else, and it's really hard not to get caught. It's hard not to fall into all kinds of traps. I mean, I've had both kinds of relationships. A really, really easy one where it just all seemed natural. I didn't have to compromise a damn thing. It was all perfect, but there was nothing binding it together. There was no real dependency that grew out of it, because the whole thing was about the passion, and it wasn't about any of the lifestyle bullshit. No, I'm not going to say no real concern, but there was no worry for each other, no need to help each other, no need to be dependent on each other. So, things moved on, but it was perfect while it was. And then the other kind of relationship is, you're in it for years and you're not happy, and you're plagued by some sense of responsibility, and it's like that's the danger of it, really, because it's almost like, look, if you're in a relationship and you're having fun, it's almost like saying if you have kids and you're having fun, you're not doing it right. If you're in a relationship and everything's great, then you're probably not doing it right. Then it's only probably great because the other person is kind of miserable. Because it's too much of a responsibility. You're fucking with another person's life. And then you got that's serious business. It's not that we necessarily impose ourselves on each other, but we do in a way. We have no choice. We have to affect each other's destinies. And there's a huge responsibility in that, and especially once years have been invested, and there might be kids, and there might be other crap, and so then you're really stuck. So the whole thing is really complicated, and I don't know if there's a plan. I don't know if I think there's probably a checklist. Some smart person come up with a checklist. Well, look, if you're a person that is, there's two kinds of personalities, like people who are really into just the sex thing. That's what binds the relationship. And then people who need something else, who don't like being alone, who like playing roles, like caring for each other, like taking care of each other's little inadequacies. You know, they tidy up for each other, kind of thing, or they make up for each other's deficits. But those are the two kinds of people. I mean, you know, some people are made for a relationship and some people aren't. So you have to figure out first what kind of person you are. What do you want? And will you ever actually need somebody? Because if you're not going to need somebody, relationships probably aren't going to work long term. Because I think that's the only thing that really holds them together, is there has to be some interdependency that can make it possible for you to get through all the mediocrity that's going to exist. And then look, there's some of this is like just the nature of the beast thing. I mean, we see what men do when they have money. They'll be really old men and they'll still be chasing 21-year-old girls. So, really the passion thing is a big part of it, and it's hard to sustain that, I think, through time, unless the relationship is built out of something else, unless you really enjoy each other's company. Fuck it. It's not gonna stand a chance. And if you're not in it for the company, then you're gonna have a problem. Relationships are always going to be breakable. They're going to have a half-life or whatever. They're going to deteriorate over time, and it sucks. I guess there's no real answer to it, because in a way to be casual about it, to go from one love affair to the next, you'd almost have to be pretty callous and incomplete or whatever. I mean, I don't mean to ridicule, but you'd have to be kind of immature emotionally to be able to have intimacy with people and yet not get caught up in it, not fall into the trap. I mean, if you can't fall into the trap, you don't have any density of character. I mean, whatever. I mean, that sounds like like I'm ridiculing, and I don't mean to, but I mean, to me, from my perspective, there's sort of an arrogance about anybody making some declaration about beauty, but I don't think you can really appreciate beauty if it's not capable of hurting you, if it's not capable of getting under your skin. And so, I mean, if you can get in and out of relationships easy, you're not really getting everything out of the relationship. You really don't know what it is to love, to really have a powerful passion, because you can't walk away from a powerful passion. So anyway, it's probably well over enough, but it's a weird subject. It's a word, so we got to remember that. Just a word trying to describe a psychology that we've been evolved into. There's traps that that nature intends us to fall into. It wants us to give a damn about each other, at the same time be kind of competitive. At the same time, it wants us to have these standards for who we'll have sex with, so we strengthen the breed and all that other crap. And it wants us to give a damn about our kids, and there's these things that are conducive to that made it conducive to our heritage surviving. And unfortunately, these aren't all good character attributes. There's some of them just fuck with us, and that's the trap we're stuck in. So, but like I said, the bottom line is it's sort of luck, because you're never going to know when the right time to pull the trigger is. You're never going to know you have it all. Like I said, unless you have it all, unless you fall into it really lucky, you get it all, it's really enough, it's complete enough for you, then you're just lucky. But for most people, it's going to be a little complicated, because they're going to have enough personality, enough diversity for there to be something to create tension and divisions. There's going to be enough difference in the needs of the individuals to make it hard for the thing to work. So yeah, that's it. Completely pointless subject and pointless commentary. But I throw it in there just because I'm here, and it's cold and it's late and I'm tired, and I said, yeah, make a video.